If you're wondering what month 1 on Wegovy or GLP-1 actually feels like, here's my honest version. I started heavy at 458 pounds. In my first week, my brain got quieter around food. By the end of the month, I was actually leaving food on the plate. I'll tell you what changed, what did not, what side effects I actually felt, and the simple habits that made it work. This is my experience with my doctor in Sweden, not medical advice. Cool? Cool. Before the numbers, let me tell you why I wanted to start at all. I actually got the green light to go much earlier, but I wanted to wait a month on purpose. I wanted my habits to feel solid first. You know, walks most days, 2 gym sessions a week, always eating protein first, fewer late snacks. I didn't want to lean on the pen on Wegovy to do the work for me. I see Wegovy as a tool, not the driver. GLP-1 is an assist to me. The habits are the engine. Once I felt steady with the routine, I got started. That way the medicine could help me stick to what I was already doing, not replace it. With that foundation in place, here's how I actually ran month 1. So it all started with a doctor's visit. We had labs done, blood work done, we did the planning, and we chose to begin at 1 milligram for month 1. Once a week, same day, same time. In the morning, 9 a.m., quick belly shot, few fingers away from the navel. And the first time it felt kind of weird. After that, it was just like brushing my teeth. Reminder goes off, pen clicks, done. And then week 1 began, and the first change actually surprised me. What changed first wasn't the scale. It was actually the volume knob in my head. Week 1, that constant open the fridge voice dropped way down. I could actually think before I ate. Fullness didn't really show up yet. I was still finishing meals. But that mental quiet was a big deal. It felt like having room to make a choice instead of just reacting. And food-wise, I kept mornings light. Sometimes a protein bar along with my mandatory black coffee. But lunch was actually my first proper meal. Dinner around 6, if possible, if I can, but that's kind of the cutoff. I aim for about 2,000 calories per day with 180 to 200 grams of protein, because protein makes everything easier and makes you feel fuller. And week 1 was mostly me noticing that quiet. Still hungry at normal times, just not pulled into random snacking. I could walk past the snack cupboard and not turn it into a negotiation. And that was new. Energy was pretty normal. Hard to say anything dramatic when I'm also walking and lifting. Training tired is different than medicine tired, if that makes sense. So I didn't really overthink it. And week 2 kept the same vibe. Food noise stayed low. I stuck to my plan easier. Still finishing plates though. If you're waiting for that big, I don't know, I felt full after eating 3 bites moment, that hadn't arrived yet. Some afternoons, I felt a little flat, but given the amount of steps I was doing every day and the gym, that was to be expected. And no side effects yet, just me and my routine. And late in week 3, hello to the thing everyone warns you about. These sulfur burps and some gas, mostly in the evenings. It's not glamorous, not at all. But also not the end of the world. From what I understand, digestion slows down. Food hangs out a little bit longer in your stomach, and things can get, let's say, talkative, It gets more fermentation done in there or whatnot. It kind of smells like a hard-boiled egg called tech support or something. The fix for me was actually pretty simple. Smaller portions, avoiding eating close to bedtime, and a little bit of activity after dinner if possible. Literally just walk it off, And also eating slower, I think a little bit helped as well, calm things down. But other than that, no nausea, no dizziness, no constipation, nothing apart from, just burps and some gas that I could manage with those simple tweaks. So if you're worried about this part, try that combo first. And then week 4 showed up when I actually had my real proof moment. Fullness finally started to show up. It wasn't still at, a full level, but it was there. I made this giant bowl of chili with beans and vegetables, the kind of bowl that I would normally demolish. I hit the halfway mark and my stomach said, you know what? we're done here. It's done. And I was actually fine with that. I put the spoon down, I packed the rest, you know, I put it into a nice container in the fridge for the next day. And that was new. That was the moment when I thought, okay, this is actually working. So if I zoom out, here's what actually changed and in what order. For me, it split like this. The brain quieted first. It made decisions a little bit easier. The stomach kind of caught up later. That made stopping easier. You know, the cravings still happen. They're still there. They're just a little bit more quiet. When they pop up, I grab a piece of fruit or a protein bar, drink some water, and then just move on. The craving is like background noise now. It's not the lead singer anymore. It's not like the radio is fully turned on, you know? And because everyone asks, here's the numbers without the hype. 1 month in and I'm down 4 kilos. Call it 9 pounds. I'm not giving the pen all the credit here because I am doing 75 soft and I walk almost every single day. I hit the gym at least once or twice a week and I keep food around 2,000 calories with 180 to 200 grams of protein, so I'm in a clear calorie deficit. But think team effort here. The medicine took the edge off the noise so I could focus on the habits. The habits are what actually moved the needle, not, you know, Wegovy or GLP-1 here. And since this is real life, of course, there were some wobbles as well. So on heavier gym days, I felt hungrier at night, in the evening. Sometimes I ate a bigger portion for dinner than planned, but the win is that I didn't turn that into a free-for-all. I kept the next meal boring and normal. It was all about progress, not perfection. And because we're doing this responsibly, here's a quick word on the medical side. Before starting, my doctor checked the weight, the blood pressure, and we did all kinds of blood work. We talked about goals, we set a plan, but please do not copy mine. Please don't take dosing advice from the internet. Get examined, get your own plan, and then if it makes sense, if it's all good, you can get going. And if you're in Sweden or just curious about logistics, here's what they look like for me. I got the prescription through the regular doctor, and the pharmacy took about a week and a half to get it fulfilled. I paid full price, no reimbursement. There's no reimbursement plan for this. And for me, it was about roughly $250 per week per pen. And of course, your timing and costs may be different, but I'm sharing this with you so you can plan, not to scare you or to push you away from this. This is what it all boils down to. Don't expect fireworks in the first week, or in the first month for that matter. Expect the mental noise, the food noise to drop. That is the main win in the first month. And be patient with fullness. For me, it landed late in the month. And you need to keep your habits steady. You need to walk anyway, go to the gym anyway. You know, if you have that set up, eat protein first. And when I say eat protein first, I mean like focus on the amount of protein you're getting in, and of course, coupled with vegetables and having a balanced diet. If those weird burps show up, you know, shrink the dinner and maybe take a short walk or get some light activity in. It will most likely calm it down. And with that mindset, here's exactly how I'm tackling month 2. I've already stepped up to 1.7 milligrams with my doctor, and I can honestly feel a difference. I'm keeping meals consistent and I'm meal prepping exact portions. So my metric is very simple. If I cannot finish most of the prepared portions, that tells me that it's working. And the same basics as before, you know, 2 gym sessions a week, step target achieved every day, nice and steady, you know, that's basically the plan going forward. So yeah, month 1 was quieter than I expected, but then it clicked. Less arguing with the fridge, more stopping at, you know, enough. And if you're on your own journey, I hope this helps you feel less spooked and more practical. Work with a professional, use the tool, do the habits, and if you want the real-time version, not just an after photo, stick around. I'll keep sharing the wins and the wobbles as they happen. See you guys in the next one. Chonk out.